from Caret IT Solutions Private Limited. Today my talk is on integration telephony system with the Odoo. With me, Mr. Parth. He will be helping me with technical demo after the talk. So we will be divide this talk in the two phases. Where first I will be go through the functionality, how and what we have did in this integration and how it's working. Secondly, Parth will be go through the technical demo, how it's actually replicating with the end users. So, as we are a Gandhinagar based Odoo Gold Partner company, almost we have 9+ years in the industry. This is the basic introduction about us, and this is our strength and headcount with us. Yeah. So, introduction to the Odoo and telephony integrations. So, as here the couple of points like Odoo ERP, importance of telephony in the business communication, and benefits of the integration of the telephony system with the Odoo. So, first, as we all are in the Odoo community, so we no need to explain what is the Odoo ERP. We have been very big. So rather like we just directly jump to the second point. Okay, importance of the telephony system in the business communication. So as you know, many of the industries today, like for example, they are using the CRM, they are using the help desk. But when they are directly communicating with their end users, they need a system, telephone number, call, or the support or call center numbers, right? And for that, directly at the moment, some of the solutions are there with the asterisk or something like that, but still we are facing some gap. So we have a bigger integrations with the 2-3 systems. What we are presenting here is AirCall, but with AirCall we have also did especially AirCall is the most widely used in the European regions. Also some have presence in the US also. Also we did integration with the NextStation, which mostly used in the Canada and the US region. So such integrations we did. In the later slides we see that how it's reflecting and what is the benefit of that. Okay, so here we play the small video like how it will be useful. So as video said, like when we are using these integrations, we no need to take any notes, we no need to take any call outside the system. Everything we can do from the Odoo itself. Well, so improve the customer services and support, enhance the communication within the organizations, streamline workflow and processes, real-time data synchronizations with the Odoo. Okay, compressive reporting and analytics, like when we are saying that our pre-sales team or the customer interactions doing. So how many calls they are doing during the day, what are the responses we are getting, that all integrations within our CRM, contacts, leads, we have everything there. Like as many of the users who using the Odoo, like we see there is already chatter and that kind of features are there, right? So right now we know we have the activity, but there is no call data, call recording, such a functionality are there. So with this app, we can achieve that. Okay. Again, it's when we are using the multiple solutions, so definitely it will be increase the cost also, like different telephone phones or maybe the hardware devices we have to use. Instead of using that devices, we are using the system, so why we should again spend on such extra cost. Productivity like click to call and call pop-ups. Okay. Key features integrated with the system: call logging and recording, inbuilt dial pad, interactive voice response, click to call functionality, CRM integration for customer insight, help desk integration, incoming and outgoing SMS. We also did with the Nestation. So even the SMS integrations, we no need to look any other providers there. SMS logging, add to do between a call. Anytime during the call we want to add a note on the same call, we have such functionality also. Assign to teammates. If there were during the call, if we want to create some task and we want to assign some persons, we can do during the call. Real-time contact synchronizations from the aircall or telephony system to Odoo. Okay. Odoo version compare means when we using such integrations, what we need. So we need a version compatibility, supported telephony system like aircall, required module and plugins in Odoo, network and hardware prerequisites. Okay. Integrations process or like how we can achieve this thing. So definitely is a very basic steps. Again, like first we need to check our functionality and which versions of the Odoo we are using. According to that, the right app or account we need. From Odoo side, we have our like we cannot use at the moment such an application with the Odoo online. So either Odoo SH or on-premise server hosting can be useful where we can integrate things. Installations of the necessary module, definitely this aircall app we have to install. Configuration of telephony system means we have to whatever the requirement for that configuration between aircall and Odoo, that we have to do. Testing, integration, training and deployment. Okay, detailed integration steps, again that all the steps we have explained in detail, like ensure capability and module installation, configuration, testing, training and deployment. Okay, real world use cases where this app can be useful. Okay, so customer support center, sales and marketing teams, remote work and virtual offices, case studies and success stories, online learning platform, telehealth services, support financial consultations, manage candidate interviews, real estate inquiry and support. Why we put a real estate? Because some of the clients and some of the projects where we have already implemented that app. So we getting some insights from the client that for them this is also really useful, because day to day they are getting the many inquiries via the phone call, and again call back their clients, it's a bit challenging and difficult for them. Okay, so what are the common challenges and what are the solutions for that? Like common integration challenges, compatibility issues, data synchronizations problem, solution at the best practices, regular system update, comprehensive testing, validation, manual data entry for every call and their details, like what we said during the call, what we discussed. Again, we have to remind every time. When the persons change, like one person attend the call, next time another person or another salesperson attending their lead, every time he has to go through that detail, right? So if everything in the single page for the new person, it's very easy to take the things up and assist the customer. Okay, so before we jump to the Q&A sessions, I request Parth to go a live demo for that. So it will be, I think what I said is just theoretical point, but might be it will be help us more to understand how it's working in a real scenario. Okay, I am hand over to Parth.
Thank you so much. Good evening everyone. So yeah, today I am going to show you how aircall is working and what we have in the aircall and how we have integrated aircall with the Odoo. Okay, so first of all I am taking you through the demo. So I would like to show you some settings which we have for the aircall. There is a if unknown person will call us, then it will automatically create the contact into the Odoo. As well as once we create the contact into the Odoo, it will sync that contact to the aircall. Either if that contact we save into the aircall, it will automatically sync into the Odoo also. This app is for the opportunity, CRM and help desk. So it will create a help desk ticket automatically during the call and opportunity also. Yeah. So for example, I have one contact called John, and there is a contact number, and once I click on that call, it will open the air call pop-up as you can see here, and it auto detect the number which I have in the Odoo's form, and this is the air call. So yeah, and now I am calling on this number using this number. As you can see here, I have received the phone, and I am going to receive this call. Hello.
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 Yeah. So as you can see, it is live, and we can talk. As well as there is a contact, opportunity, and ticket for that specific customer. We can directly open through this call. Here I am opening the opportunity as well as the John's ticket. So I have already one existing opportunity for this contact. So yeah, if I want to load all the call details on this specific lead, then I should have to log not boolean true, and I do not have any ticket right now. But once we click on the new, it will take some customer details automatically and add on to the help desk ticket also. During the call, if I want to add any notes, then I can add note. If you want to add such kind of text, then we can easily add such text on the call. Or else, if I want to assign this call to any of the persons which we have, then we can assign to them also. Now I am disconnecting this call. I am closing this. So in the within 30 or 40 seconds, it will give us the log here, same like this, with the caller ID, number, and all the call details, how much time we have discussed for that person, and text and comments will be here, which we have added during the call. As well as we have the call detail here in this tab with the recording also. For now, the recording is on the air call dashboard, so we can redirect to the dashboard and we can open the recording also easily. And we have specific dashboard for the air call. Here we have the detail of all the call, like for all the customers which we have done the call. So all the details will be here on this view also. Yeah, even for the incoming call, it will work the same there. So yes, do you have any questions for this?
I have one question. Yeah, in India, I think VoIP VoIP is not legal unless there is a physical connection to the premise where the software is set up. So how is this handled in your system?
Okay. So for Indian number, like for example, if we are taking the numbers like outside India, then it's fine. But when we are talking about the Indian support system, or like let assume we see here the customer care center number like 1800 and it's 1800 something like that, right? So that's definitely it's not working with the air call. Okay. For the Indian system, we are already in the process of the integrations with some of the provider. Okay, who have already tried, who already licensed and they are following the trial compliance. Okay, because it's not just one thing you mentioned. It's like we have the valid or legal or illegal, but there is also such a restriction. Like as part, so we cannot keep the data of the recording in the Odoo, because as said, alcohol is mostly in the European zone, right? So in the European zone, so again the GDPR is there. So we have to keep the data and then all the storage in the alcohol system, because they follow the complete GDPR rules. So same, we have our legal compliance here. So for that we are working with the local partners, and they have already the certification and compliance. So might be within the next 2 or 3 months we will have that supported system or such similar means IVR for Indian number 2. Okay. And when we will be published that, at that time we will be providing all the details like what we are doing in that system and how we are managing that data. Apart from that, any questions? Yes.
Yeah, because this said, I would like to understand the ecosystem of this solution. Like, the one part is basically this Odoo, right, where you have developed some sort of plugin from utilizing which you are performing an outbound call, right? While Aircall is something which is again a service provider, a cloud telephony solution provider, right? Then how does ecosystem work here? If you can like provide some insight on that, then that will be also useful to us.
Okay. So, if I understand your questions well, then like for example, let us assume as a customers we want to use such a solutions, how it will be work, right? And what are the other things we have to take in consideration, right? In terms of license, cost, and something like this. Okay. So first of all, like as for the Odoo users, we are already using the Odoo. As I said, like for using such app, we must be hosted on the on-premise or Odoo assets. Okay. So Odoo side, I am not going in the detail because I think we have idea. We have the Odoo subscription, we have the Odoo license, we have the Odoo hosting. Right now, if I want to use this service for, and let us assume I am a customer, I want to use this services. What I have to do? Plugin already available on the App Store, and we have to buy and install. Other side, I must need a Aircall subscription. Okay, which Aircall subscriptions have might be what we have over this. Yeah. So here you can see the similar way what we have in the Odoo, similar way Aircall have their pricing structures and everything. Once we buy their license and everything, they will be provided as an account. Okay, and whatever their credentials they are providing, that we have to configure in the Odoo. Okay, so in terms of the cost and that idea, like for example, one side we have the Odoo, we are using as a complete ERP system. Okay, and other side for the telephony, we are using Aircall, Nespecian, or whatever the solution we are bringing for the Indian market in the next couple of months, that will be there. So that will be the separate costing and the license and subscription things. Okay, so this kind of connector, it will be work as an integrations between the Odoo and the service provider. So like for example, right now what happened? Let assume I want to implement such a system for my company. What I do for support ticket, I will be asked to go to my website, put a support ticket and something like that. Either they call on the one of the number, and then again I have to record everything, and things will work like this. So that's why this solution provides such a solution, and it will be help us to everything in the single system. I hope I clear your questions. Yeah, yes sir.
Hi, Manish here. So is it mandatory to buy the subscription from the airport? Can we integrate any other switches?
Answer should be like this. If we are going with these integrations, yes, Airport should be a compulsory. If we are going with the Nespecian, especially as I said, we have another integrations, but we did not include in this slides for the US and Canada regions. For that we have different such a plugin. For that we have to buy that plugin, I mean their subscription, not a Airport. When we will come to again India, might be their subscription you have to buy. But anyhow, it's the telephony system, so they have their tariff and everything.
What about open source switches? For example, you mentioned Asterisk, right?
Yeah, but okay, asterisk and such a one Aviox or something like that, that is already there in the Odoo standard. Okay, but sometime in the some versions it is integrated, but when you can see online or case studies, 100% solutions we are not getting that, and that's why such a plugin coming in the market.
So this plugin is integrated as a Chrome extension, right?
Maybe
Or is it WebRTC based?
it's a web RPC base. Yes, we have developed the plugin. It's not just a Chrome extension.
So it's WebRTC, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Any further questions? Okay, thank you all for your support and attending this session. If you have any further queries, we are at good number 54 and 48. We will be discuss this in detail. Thank you again.